Hey guys, I'm here to do the stay-at-home reading tag for the Reading Rush. They're doing a stay-at-home reading rush and I'm really excited. If you don't know what that is, it's a summertime readathon that I can't remember their names, but these two women they put it on and it's really cool. And I did it last year for the first time and I really enjoyed it, and so I was so excited when I saw that they were doing a second one, as we're currently in isolation and there's not much to do. So the stay-at-home reading tag. Oh, it's just get right into it. So the first question is, how is your reading going at home? And I have to say, it's better than I expected. I went on spring break for my school and I thought that I was going to get like no reading done, but I've actually read quite a few books. The second question is, where have you been reading? Where have I? Right there. That's my bed. Or on that side, because sometimes I hang out with my cat. It's comfy. The third question is, what's the best book I've read in isolation? This one I had a hard time picking out because I just finished two really amazing books. I have them right here. The first book that I read was The Lightning Thief, and it was actually really good. I didn't expect to like it as much as I did, but I just kind of started zooming through it. As much as it was really hard to remember each god. Like, they would say the name of a god and I would go, that's the god of what? And I would have to Google it. The second book that I really liked is Lardine Keeps Breaking Up With Me. This one's by Marco Tamaki and Rosemary Valero O'Connell. The art is really beautiful. There's one page in particular. I don't know if it's a spoiler to show you. Oh well, I'm just going to show you this page. It's so pretty. I don't know, I just really like it. And there's the accents of pink. I just really enjoy that. I don't know, it makes me so happy. The fourth question is, favorite feel-good book? Listen, I don't read a lot of feel-good books. I don't really know what counts as a feel-good book. But a book that made me feel good was Six of Crows. I love this book. I don't know how to tell you how much I love this book. It was so good. I'm trying to read Mistborn right now because a friend told me that it would be good, and then I realized that it was similar to Six of Crows, and I was like, oh, I have to read this book. So I'm listening to the audiobook, and it's 26 hours long, I think. So long, but I'm gonna get through it eventually. Yeah, but Six of Crows is my favorite feel-good book. I've been meaning to reread this, actually. But it's about, well, two sentences. Six dangerous outcasts, one impossible heist. They try to go pull off a big heist. It's really good. It's really character-based. Like, or not character-based, character-driven. I really liked it. A lot. So the fifth question is a book that I wish I could buy or borrow from my library. And I have two books I wish that I could buy or borrow from my library. First one is just a buy. I want to reread We Are Okay by Nina LaCour. I used to have a copy of it, but I let somebody borrow it and I never got it back. Oh well. But I just loved the book so much, and I've been dying to reread it. So if I could buy a copy of it, I probably would. But I don't see myself spending $11 on a paperback copy of a book I've already read. Another book I wish I could buy is Instant Karma by Marissa Mayer. She's probably still writing it. I think she is, actually. It doesn't come out until like November. But I love her. I love Marissa Mayer. She's my favorite author. I have a copy of every single one of her books. I've been meaning to get the new editions of the Lunar Chronicles, but I haven't yet. But I really want to read Instant Karma because it's like a contemporary romance, I think, with a little bit of supernatural, which I'm really, of course it's supernatural a little bit, duh. But I'm really excited to read it. An author I want to shout out, I don't really know what this question entailed, like if I was supposed to talk about like a lesser known author or a wider known author, but I just this is immediately what I thought of when I read this question, is Helen Brown. This is not this specific book, but Helen Brown. I started reading this book. It's called Cleo. I got it in a book swap in my AP literature class, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm halfway through. And I just love the way that she's writing. It's a memoir, which is totally out of my comfort zone, but I don't know. Helen Brown, man. Pick up a book of hers, dude. It is good. She's good at what she does. She has a whole bunch of books just about cats too. Like this book is centered around this cat Cleo that they got after it follows Helen Brown and her family. There's like a sort of a big tragedy, and they wind up keeping this cat, and it's, oh my gosh, it's heartbreaking, and I can't even, it's so good, and I'm so excited to finish reading it. So now on to my Reading Rush TBR, which is the last question on this tag. I'm not really following all of the challenges. My book supply is large but limited. I don't have a whole lot of variety. I tend to read the same kinds of books. But the first challenge is a book with a house on the cover, and I don't have one. So instead, I'm going to read Artemis Fowl. This is a book that I'm actually picking up for my book club, and I was pretty surprised to find that I had a copy of this. I don't remember picking it up. I was looking through my books, and I was like, wait a minute. We're reading that for my book club, because I had picked up the ebook, thinking, but nope, I had a copy. So yeah, we're reading that for my book club. We actually meet on Friday, and I'm so excited. The second challenge is a book that you can read in the same room the whole time. So I'm going to reread Rumblefish by S.E. Hinton. I love S.E. Hinton. I don't know how other people feel about her, but I love S.E. Hinton, so who cares? I don't know, I just love her books, how, like, they're good. I really enjoy them. And they tend to be really short. This is 135 pages. Oh, I'm also reading this for my OWLs. The Owl's Magic Readathon is this month, so I have a bunch of books picked out for that. So excited, and this is for potions? Yeah, because it's like the shrinking potion or something, but yeah, I'm super excited to reread this because it's been a while, and I remember that this is my favorite S.E. Hinton book. So yeehaw! The third challenge is Somewhere You Want to Go, and this is a really hard challenge for me to, like, pick one book, because I have so many books that are set in places that I want to go that I still haven't read yet, like the 5th book of Harry Potter, and and Everlist. I don't know if you guys have ever read that by Sarah Holland. I want to go to the palace. What the heck? There's so many places that I would love to go, but I have been meaning to read The Fates Divide by Veronica Roth, but it's been a while since I read the first book, so I thought I'd pick up Carve the Mark. It's set in sort of a space. Yeah, there's like a map. I'm gonna show you. But I remember the world being so fascinating. They live on all these planets, and I don't know, man, it's pretty cool. There's like a little map. See how there's like the solar system? It's so crazy to me, and dude, I want to go there. If I want to go anywhere, it is to one of those planets. That'd be cool as heck. And then I could read the duology one after another. The fourth challenge is a book that makes you smile. And I picked up Heartless by Marissa Mayer because, well, I just got done talking about her because I love her. And I actually have never read this book all the way through. I got about halfway and I gave up. And I'm not entirely sure why. I think I started reading it when I was in a book slump. And so my brain said, you don't want to read anymore. You want to take a nap. So I did. And I put the book down and never picked it up again. And I'm determined to get through it this time. If I don't get through it, that's not an option. So that's the stay-at-home reading tag. I like talking into nothing about books. This is fun. I'm really excited. I'm also really excited because this Friday, the Off the Gridathon starts that day. So I will be turning off all of my electronics except for my laptop at 4 p.m. so that I can have a Zoom meeting with my book club. And then on Saturday at 2:30 p.m. for a forensics webinar. But yeah, I'm really excited because I'm hoping to knock out a bunch of books. I'm hoping to knock out more than 4 books, especially because Rumblefish and Artemis Fowl will take me all of one day to finish. Like, both of them in one day, because I'll just be reading all day. Why wouldn't it take me a whole day? So I'm hoping maybe I can read Carven Mark and Fates Divide this weekend, and Heartless and Rumblefish. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. This YouTube thing is really new to me, and I'm actually really excited to record videos about books. Dude, I love to rant about books, so let me know if you guys want to see that. Okay, well, I hope you guys have a good night, a good day, a lot of things. Stay safe, wash your hands.